home from work one day.
Saw a beautiful girl.
See fine U.S. #1 girlie.
And fell in love with her.
Fall in love with her right away.
He looked at her and she looked at him.
He looked on her, she looked on him.
He wanted to tell her wonderful things.
But he didn't know just what to say.
He loved her and he wanted to marry her.
He loved her, he wanted for to marry her.
So he told her ordinary things in a wonderful way.
So he told her in old country way.
My father died when I wasn't even 3 years old. Armenak Saroyan was 36 years old when he died. My brother Henry and sisters, Zabel and Cosette, we went to an Armenian orphanage, where we stayed 5 years. When I was 8 years old, we left Oakland, California and returned to Fresno. Before I was born, my brother Henry and sisters, Zabel and Cosette, were born in Bitlis. I was born there, in Fresno, California. When we returned to the family, which lived in Fresno, California, I didn't know one word of Armenian. I learned in 2 weeks, and what I learned then, I speak now. I didn't go to an Armenian school, and I don't know how to read and write. Therefore, we can say that I learned in our family school. William Saroyan. Many times in the past, he was remembered, and is remembered now, and God knows how many dozens of times his life and literary works will be reflected on, even if instigated by feelings of gratitude and humility. Isn't it true that long ago his name was written in the glorious books of universally great people? What Armenian would miss the opportunity as an individual to feel proud to be a member of the same nationality of the renowned author?
Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy.
And I can recall a evening in San Francisco, in our living room on 11th Avenue, William Saroyan, Ross Bagdasarian, the founder of the Chipmunks, who later became David Seville, and Archie, Kirk, Zav, the whole brigade were all in the living room. And it was after Ross had become famous with the Chipmunks. If you remember the first song, The Witch Doctor, ooh-ee, ooh-ah, ting-tang, walla walla, bang bang.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he was autographing the records that night. And Willie and he were talking about their first collaboration where they wrote the song, Come On to My House. Willie did the words, Ross did the musical background.
I love your hair. Hey, come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you Easter egg. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. The figs and the dates and the grapes and the cakes, apple, a plum and apricot too, a peach and the pear, I love your hair, a marriage ring and the pomegranate too. Come on to my house all of your life, come on, come on, come on, come on and be my wife.
Another time he called and said, Dear Dikran, come here. Okay, fine, I said. Can we make an appointment so that your university's president and attorney come to my house? I want to tell them something. They came and he began to talk. He always loved to be on stage. Saroyan was, let's say, an actor. His entire life was an act. But that was normal. For him it was natural. And he said right away, President Hack, you see this box? Take it to your university. You see these books, these papers, these drawers, full of my writings. You see these beautiful paintings which he painted? One day, all these can go to the university. And he said, now I will sign my will. And Dikran, you will sign it too. Then Leon Peters signed it. I also signed it. The attorney and then Saroyan signed it. Of course, we read nothing. We just signed it. But I knew that there was one thing in that will which said, my papers, my writings, whatever I have, I want to confirm that it will be called the William Saroyan Foundation, which has already been in existence for 15 years. So we signed the will, talked, and he said, all of this has to be confirmed, but in the will the confirmation must read, all this has to be sent to Fresno State University, California State University, and California University in Berkeley. It is pointed out that 2 locations must have this department. Unfortunately, everything got mixed up, and nothing happened.
Je vai pesquisar.